Have you ever heard of a ruler who moves like a shadow but shakes entire nations? No flashing cameras, no juicy leaks, just whispers. He disappears from one continent and pops up on another, cloaked in mystery and unimaginable wealth. Who is this man? Meet Sultan Haitham bin Tariq, the Ghost King of Oman. Let's uncover 8 jaw-dropping facts about the Sultan whose power flies above the clouds and sails beyond the seas. Stick around, the last one will leave your jaw on the floor. The Sultan who owns the skies. Tucked between golden deserts and massive mountain ranges lies a kingdom soaked in silence and money. At its core, Sultan Haitham, a man whose name echoes from Muscat to Manhattan. He's not your average ruler. His lifestyle makes billionaires look like backpackers. While tech moguls rent jets, this guy owns the skies. And we're not talking about one plane. We're talking an air fleet. A $100 million Boeing 737. A $48.4 million Boeing 747. Multiple Airbus A320s, A319s. Several Gulfstream G550s. But these aren't just planes, they're flying fortresses. His custom 747? Gold interiors, silk-lined walls, and thrones made of leather. It's a sky palace, a war room, a 5-star hotel, all in one. Meetings with world leaders happen mid-flight. Intelligence operations take off at 30,000 feet. And when the Sultan needs a fast, quiet exit, the Super Puma helicopter swoops in. Because power doesn't wait, and neither does he. The yachts that rule the sea. Now let's talk about sea power. The Sultan doesn't own yachts. He owns floating kingdoms. His $800 million yacht fleet isn't just for show. It's a message. I run this ocean. At the center, the Al Sayed. The Fulk al-Salama, ship of peace. The Fulk al-Salama, bigger than Usmanov's legendary Dilbar. Price tag? $500 million. Inside, beach club, beauty salon, conference rooms, VIP suites, basically a luxury resort that moves. Crafted over 8 years, every inch screams power. Every detail merges Omani craftsmanship with cutting-edge design. It's not a yacht, it's a palace that sails. And the Al Sayed? A $300 million behemoth, 7th largest yacht on Earth. Hand-carved Omani wood, panoramic ocean views, and interiors that belong in a museum. These vessels don't dock. They dominate. The Sultan's car fleet. Power on wheels. When Sultan Haitham hits the streets, traffic parts like the Red Sea. His car collection isn't just a fleet. It's a statement. Leading the charge, a bulletproof Mercedes Maybach S600. A $3 million Bugatti Chiron, aka Land Rocket. Custom E-Class limousines. Rolls-Royce Phantoms. Bentley Bentagas for desert domination. Each car is armored, hand-stitched, and engineered for silence and strength. His Maybach glides, his Chiron roars. And when tradition calls, the old-school Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow rolls out, turning heads at state events. These aren't just ride. They're royal beasts on wheels. The Travel Army. Security meets strategy. Now here's the part that feels like a spy movie. Every trip the Sultan takes, it's a military operation. Before he even lands, elite operatives have swept the ground. Intel agents, security pros, escape route planners, they're already 2 steps ahead. Then the motorcade rolls in. Armored SUVs, special forces, motorcycles, emergency medics, horseback guards. It's not just protection, it's intimidation with wheels. He doesn't just arrive, he conquers. And every appearance is calculated. Behind the handshakes and photo ops, billion-dollar deals, political alliances, and strategic plays. He's not just visiting, he's moving chess pieces across the global board. A private empire. Few can imagine. When the cameras turn off and the jets go silent, the Sultan retreats into a world that feels more myth than reality. We're talking about palaces that stretch beyond the horizon. Collections worth more than national economies. Every detail from golden doorknobs to diamond chandeliers is designed for one thing. Royalty, this isn't luxury. This is a legacy. Inside the billion-dollar palace empire. His crown jewel, Al Alam Palace in Muscat. With its blue and gold facade, flanked by gardens and the rugged Hajar Mountains, it's more than a residence, it's a symbol. A royal fortress of diplomacy, tradition, and absolute power. And that's just one of many. Each palace blends ancient Omani design with futuristic luxury. Marble halls, reflective pools, towering gates, it's a royal flex, seen only in oil-rich dreams. The Fortress Palace, where power meets prestige. Rebuilt in 1972, Al Alam Palace isn't just a royal residence, it's a fortress of legacy. Flanked by the towering Mirani and Jalali forts, once mighty Portuguese strongholds from the 16th century, this palace is literally guarded by history. Step inside the Sultan's private guest villa, and you're entering a world built for royalty. Thin-walled gardens, a jacuzzi pool, and interiors dripping in palatial splendor. Over the years, everyone from Queen Elizabeth to King Charles, and even the Queen of the Netherlands has walked these halls. Every royal visit doesn't just honor tradition, it turns the palace into the beating heart of global diplomacy. Escape to paradise, the Sultan's hidden sanctuary. But when the Sultan wants to get away from the grandeur of Muscat, he heads to his serene hideaway, Alpha Palace in Salalah. This isn't just a summer home. It's a literal paradise hidden among rolling green hills and the sweet scent of frankincense trees. Picture sprawling gardens, crystal-clear pools, and private villas that whisper luxury and peace. Unlike the ceremonial vibe of Muscat, Alpha is where the Sultan recharges, surrounded by natural beauty and a deep connection to Oman's cultural soul. Royalty abroad, a slice of power in the English countryside. And get this, the Sultan's kingdom of luxury doesn't stop at Oman's borders. Nestled in Staffordshire, England, stands Hazer House, a jaw-dropping estate spread across 14 lush acres. It's got everything: deer meadows, a private lake, and a master suite complete with an 18th-century fireplace and a dining room crowned by rare Colombian marble. Bought for $35 million in 1980, this estate oozes old-world aristocratic charm. And Hazer House is just one of at least 9 royal properties the Sultan and Oman's elite own across London and southern England, together worth over $100 million. Royal threads. The wardrobe that wields power. Sultan Haitham bin Tariq doesn't just wear clothes, he wears history. His traditional Omani dishdasha, made from the finest cotton and silk, is more than fabric. It's a symbol of national pride, tailored with precision to command quiet respect. When it's time to dazzle, he steps into robes embroidered with silver and gold, paired with a traditional turban and khanjar dagger, an ensemble that doesn't just dress a sultan, it defines one. And when the occasion calls for modern flair, his Western suits still whisper Omani pride, often embroidered with subtle traditional motifs. Perfume of power. The story of Amouage. You can't talk about royal elegance without mentioning Amouage, the Sultanate's signature scent. Born from Sultan Qaboos bin Said's vision to preserve Oman's ancient perfume-making traditions, Amouage bottles now sell for hundreds of dollars. Each fragrance is exotic, rich, and unforgettable, just like the legacy it represents. It's not just perfume, it's diplomacy, prestige, and culture in a bottle. Leading with legacy. The Sultan's diplomatic genius. Sultan Haitham is more than a royal figure, he's a diplomatic force. Through carefully crafted state visits, symbolic gifts like rare frankincense, and alliances rooted in tradition, he's positioned Oman as a respected global player. His gifts aren't just lavish, they're meaningful, telling the story of Oman's history and values. This isn't diplomacy by chance. It's diplomacy by design. Horsepower and honor, the royal cavalry. Now let's talk about one of the most visually stunning parts of his reign, the Oman Royal Cavalry. These warriors in ceremonial armor aren't just performing, they're living history. The Sultan himself often leads these parades, showcasing not military might, but deep respect for Oman's warrior past. Its tradition, discipline, and national pride, galloping in unison. A ruler of balance. Tradition meets modernity. Despite his wealth, the Sultan stays deeply rooted in the old ways, whether it's falconry or horseback riding. These aren't just hobbies, they're rituals of peace, a way to stay grounded in the customs of his people. As Oman steps into the future, the Sultan ensures its soul remains intact. A royal rise, the secret behind his throne. When Sultan Qaboos passed away in 2020, the world held its breath. With no public heir, Oman's next chapter seemed uncertain. But behind palace doors, a plan was already in motion. A sealed letter from Sultan Qaboos named Haytham bin Tariq as successor, chosen not just by blood, but by merit. As former Minister of Heritage and Culture, Haytham had already spent decades preparing, bridging the ancient with the modern and diplomacy with vision. A visionary future, the Sultan's blueprint for Oman. From day one, Sultan Haytham moved with purpose. His top priority? Shifting Oman away from oil dependency. He invested in education, tech, and tourism, transforming Oman into a modern economic force. But what really sets him apart is his calm command of diplomacy. At a time of rising tension in the Middle East, Oman stands tall as a voice of neutrality and peace, all thanks to the Sultan's steady hand. The Sultan's legacy, more than gold and grandeur. Sultan Haytham's legacy isn't built on wealth, it's built on preservation, of culture, of unity, of peace. From glittering palaces to ancient traditions, from lavish gifts to quiet diplomacy, his reign is a powerful blend of legacy and leadership. And make no mistake, this is just the beginning. What do you think about the Sultan of Oman? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell for more epic stories about the world's most fascinating leaders.